10 years. One dream, no debut. Most people would have quit, but EJAE turned rejection into revolution. From failed idol trainee to the voice behind Netflix's biggest K-pop movie, this is how she went from being forgotten to unforgettable. Every K-pop success story starts with a dream, but EJAE started with discipline. Born Kim Yoon-jae on December 6, 1991, in Seoul, South Korea, she grew up in a family where creativity wasn't optional. It was expected. Her grandfather, Shin Young-kyun, was one of South Korea's most celebrated actors, a pioneer of post-war cinema. That legacy brought pride, but also pressure. EJAE didn't want to act. She wanted to sing. She wanted to tell stories, but in her own voice. By her early teens, she auditioned for SM Entertainment, one of Korea's biggest entertainment agencies, and got accepted. For most, that's the dream achieved. For EJAE, it was just the beginning of a long, silent battle. SM's training system is famously brutal, a mix of military discipline and showbiz survival. Every month, trainees are judged. Every mistake feels fatal. EJAE trained there for nearly 10 years. She honed her vocals, perfected her performance, outlasted entire waves of trainees. But every year, new faces arrived, and her debut kept getting pushed back. It wasn't her talent, it was timing. SM's focus shifted to newer generations of idols. And in a world where image and concept can outweigh skill, EJAE didn't fit the visual formula they wanted at the time, so she made the hardest choice of her life. She walked away. "I thought leaving meant failure," she later said. But it was actually the beginning. And that beginning didn't start under the spotlight, it started behind it. After leaving SM, EJAE reinvented herself as a songwriter and producer. She started working for multiple agencies, SM, JYP, HYBE, contributing to the lyrical and melodic direction of tracks for Red Velvet, aespa, Twice, and Le Sserafim. Some credits are confirmed, others are rumored, but one thing's undeniable: her sound was everywhere. Her lyrics carried emotion, her melodies shimmered with nostalgia. In industry circles, she became known as a vocal chameleon, the kind of songwriter who could write a bubblegum hook one day and an emotional ballad the next. She wasn't chasing fame anymore. She was quietly building it. And then, Netflix called. In 2025, Netflix greenlit K-pop Demon Hunters, an animated action musical about an all-female idol group that fights literal demons by day and performs by night. The project was massive. The studio wanted a soundtrack that felt authentic, something that could compete with real K-pop, not imitate it. So they started reaching out to actual K-pop producers. EJAE was brought on initially as a demo vocalist and co-writer for the film's soundtrack. One of those demos was a song called Golden. It was supposed to be a placeholder track for the main character, Rumi, until the studio cast a celebrity singer for the final version. But when producers heard EJAE's voice, they froze. It wasn't just the technical perfection, it was the emotion. Her tone had that balance of softness and conviction, the same duality that defined Rumi's entire character arc. "We listened to dozens of voices," one producer later said, "but none captured Rumi like EJAE did. She was the character." Within weeks, Netflix offered her the role, not as a background writer, but as the official singing voice of Rumi. And just like that, the girl who never debuted became the voice of a global franchise. When K-pop Demon Hunters dropped, nobody expected the soundtrack to become the main event. But then came Golden. Written and performed by EJAE as Rumi, it became the emotional centerpiece of the movie.
There's been a slight change in schedule. Here to perform their hot new single, Golden, it's Huntress!
A song about perseverance, loss, and light. The track shot straight to #1 on Billboard's Global 200, topped Melon and Spotify charts, and dominated TikTok. Clips from the film, especially Rumi's final transformation scene, went viral with the song playing in the background. Fans didn't just stream it, they connected to it. They started calling it the song that healed my burnout. Critics praised it for blending Korean pop precision with Western cinematic energy. It was K-pop, but elevated, ethereal, atmospheric, and deeply emotional. EJAE's name was suddenly everywhere: Billboard articles, Korean entertainment panels, and global fan edits. For the first time, her face wasn't hidden behind someone else's voice. She was the voice. And with that, EJAE didn't just make music history, she redefined it. The success of Golden flipped EJAE's career overnight. Her inbox flooded with offers, both from Korean entertainment companies and Western labels. She started getting invitations to international songwriting camps, working alongside top producers from Sony Music and Universal. Industry insiders say that her work in K-pop Demon Hunters marked a turning point for K-pop's relationship with global streaming culture. Instead of being a background songwriter, EJAE became a face of the sound. She began performing small live showcases in Seoul and Los Angeles, her first official solo stages ever, where she sang Golden stripped down with piano and strings. Clips of those performances racked up millions of views across social media. Fans were in awe, not because she was flashy, but because she was authentic. A decade ago, she was a trainee told she wasn't the right fit. Now, she was the blueprint. And through it all, she never lost the thing that made her special: her quiet confidence. EJAE's story isn't about rebellion, it's about resilience. She didn't fight the system, she outlasted it. By mastering both the artistry of performance and the science of production, she became what the K-pop world rarely allows: independent and irreplaceable. Her journey inspired a wave of aspiring creators, especially former trainees, who realized there's more than one way to make it in the industry. She turned her decade in training hell into creative fuel. She turned rejection into recognition. And now, even as she continues to collaborate on projects, she's become a quiet mentor figure to other behind-the-scenes artists navigating the same system she once survived. Because while idols burn bright, EJAE's the kind of artist who burns steady. From a 10-year trainee who never debuted to the voice that defined a generation of K-pop fans through one song, EJAE's story is what happens when the dream doesn't die. It evolves. She didn't just sing for Rumi, she was Rumi, strong, vulnerable, determined, and maybe that's the real magic of it all. She dreamed of debuting under SM. Instead, she debuted under the world,